let's look at problem of the day. What have we got today? Woo, I like this one. 3 coins are tossed. What is the probability that at least one of them shows heads? All right, let's see. Let's take a look at this one. I think it's got a nice pretty picture. 3 coins being tossed. What are the probability that at least one of them shows heads? Let's see. Oh, we've actually got 3 coins sitting here, all right? And to help you keep up with the size, sometimes our vision is a little bit impaired. You can tell that's a penny. We've got a nickel and a dime. Nice ascending order of value. 1 cent, 5 cents, 10 cents, and so forth. Now right now they're all shiny heads, all right? They're all showing heads. So that's one of our options. And what I'm going to do, we're just going to manipulate with these, and we're going to see how many options we actually have when we toss 3 coins. So first thing I've got here is triple H, all right? So we're going to put H, 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 and we'll put a comma there so we can keep straight. That's one of our options, all right? Now, time for me to flip a coin. How about it? Let's flip that little dime out there. This time I've got a head, head, and tail, all right? So I got head, head, tails. Play with it a little bit more. Let's bring this back to heads, and let's make this one go tails in the middle. So now I have heads, tails, heads, and why not? I'll keep this one. Yeah, we're going to change it. Some of you are going, when are you going to change that one, Ernie? Just be patient. Let's do that one to tails also. Now we've got heads and tails, tails. All right. So again, remember this is penny, nickel, dime, okay? Penny, nickel, dime, and so forth. So there's 4 options. But now we're going to come along and make the penny go to tails, and let's make these guys go back to heads. All right, let's go tails, and then bring out 2 heads. Right there we go. So we're up to 5 options. And you saw what I did a minute ago? Let's do the same thing with your dime. Flip it over. So now we have tails, heads, tails. All right, bring it back to heads. Let's make this guy go to tails. So now we've got tails, tails, heads, and I got one more option. Make them all go tails. 3 T's. Folks, we've covered all the bases. We've covered all the bases. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 outcomes, all right? So we've got 8 outcomes. Notice I'm going to try to build a fraction. What I'd like to know is how many successes do I have? We'll build a fraction. That's probability. So that is a success. It looks kind of a little blurry there. So how do we determine that we have, how many successes do we have? Well, we look for where we have at least 1 showing heads, and some of us get a little confused with at least 1. That means 1 or more. So here I definitely have more than 1. I've got all 3. Got 2 here, got 2 here, got 1 there, still 1 or more. Those are good. 1 or more, 1 or more, 1. 7 successes out of that. And that's one way of looking at it, all right? So the probability would be 7/8 or 7 chances out of 8. There we go. Now, I'm going to tell you another way you could have looked at this. And there's so many ways to look at this. First of all, we just kind of played with it there. But you could make a tree diagram. I just don't have enough room for that, but that's another whole show about tree diagrams. It would be fun to do. We'll do that someday on probability. But also you could notice that there's only one way to have no heads showing. And we could say 1 minus that 1/8, and that will also give us 7/8. So you count them out, 7 successes, or you can say, hey, got 1 failure out of 8, subtract it from the remaining 8, and I end up with 7 chances out of 8 to be successful. There's your probability either way. By the way, when we subtract something from 1, we call those complements of each other. All right, little math terminology coming in at you.